daughter-in-law will push me to change my will or lose my grandchildren. I ask my son what she told him. This surprises him because he never mentioned it. I'm lost and need help, but I never imagined this. I'm 68. My wife Linda 65. We have 2 children from our 45-year marriage, John, 42, and Sarah, 39. The family has always been close, assisting each other in need. Now all we've built seems at risk. John married twice. Lisa, his high school. He married lover first. They had Emma, 12, and Jacob, 10, after 15 years together. Great woman Lisa was kind and active. Kids loved her as a pediatric nurse. Loved her like daughter. 5 years ago, we were devastated when Lisa got serious breast cancer. 2 years of hospital checkups, chemotherapy, optimism, and sadness followed. Linda and I helped John and the kids throughout. We took care of Emma and Jacob while John and Lisa went to physicians and therapies. The best efforts of everyone failed. Lisa died 3 years ago. It devastated John and the kids the most. Emma was 9 and Jacob is 7. Old enough to understand but too young to process. John got crushed. He pursued geological surveying and accepted long-term missions away from home. Linda and I worked harder. Emma and Jacob frequented us on weekends and school breaks. Losing their mom hurt, so we supported and loved them. Movie nights, cookie baking, and nature hikes cheered them up and showed we cared. John met Megan, 38, 2 years after Lisa's death through a friend. Ethan, 6, and Olivia, 8, were her children after divorce. We got John to try it despite his guilt over moving on. We saw his loneliness and thought a relationship could help him heal. Megan seemed pleasant when we met her. We liked that she taught kindergarten because she understood kids. Her kids started as shy yet kind. To welcome them, we had Sunday dinners and Olivia and Ethan participated. Jacob and Emma. John and Megan married last year after a year together. The wedding was small, unlike his with Lisa. He was clearly grieving. Apparently Megan made him happier. The lifestyle is difficult. John's job puts him 3 to 4 months away from us. Therefore John and Megan live an hour apart. This keeps Megan near work and the kids' schools. We appreciate that Megan brings her 4 kids to visit when John is away. We believed everything was good. Kids first clashed. Olivia and Ethan joined Emma and Jacob, who usually had us to themselves. We attempted to embrace and include everyone. I played with my 4 kids at the zoo or backyard barbecues. The problem started 6 months ago. It began quietly. Megan stated all grandkids should be treated equally. Not much was thought of it. She undoubtedly wanted Olivia and Ethan to feel at home. Soon the comments became more frequent and pointed. She complained about the cost of raising 4 kids or college. We sympathized. Parenting is costly. We helped all 4 kids with school supplies and extracurriculars. Looking back, Megan saw us as a financial solution then. Our retirement plans, money, and life insurance were among her questions. We were unconcerned. Given John's dangerous career, we believed she was worried about the future. Everything culminated last month. John was on a work trip when Megan visited for coffee. We assumed a normal visit. Our sunroom was where we had several heart-to-hearts with John and Lisa, as usual. Megan seemed apprehensive, struggling with coffee. She inhaled and bluntly inquired how we would divide our estate. Shocked. We rarely discuss it, especially with our daughter-in-law. We chose truth. We told her John and Sarah would split everything evenly with the knowing they would help their kids. Megan's reaction shocked us. This upset her. It was unjust to Olivia and Ethan, she said, turning red. They deserved equal share with Emma and Jacob, she claimed. We gently stated that we love all the kids, but Olivia and Ethan have grandparents and family to inherit. Then it got hot. Megan stated John had promised all 4 kids equal shares. She claimed he wanted to talk but hadn't found a good moment. A bombshell was dropped. Our access to Emma and Jacob was limited until we amended our will. I felt a stomach punch. We soothed and raised these youngsters when their mother died. Being apart hurt. After Megan departed, Linda wept and slammed the door. Our next few days were filled with confusion and uncertainty. We couldn't believe John agreed without consulting us. His voice was unrecognizable. However, people alter. Megan may have influenced him more than we realized. Finally, I called John. His remote position took me a while to reach him. I asked him about Megan's conversation and whether we should change our will. John sputtered. He denied speaking with Megan and said he would never ask us. Megan's threat to keep Emma and Jacob away from us enraged him. John promised Megan a resolution when he got home. That was 2 weeks ago. After returning home a few days ago, John confronted Megan. We haven't heard anything, and I'm worried. The thought of losing Emma and Jacob kills us. Their mother died. We hate losing them too. No idea what to do. Should we accept Megan's peace demands? Guard our ground? Can everyone compromise? Changing our will under duress and losing our grandkids upset me. Advice is welcome. Update 1. A lot has happened in the week since my last post. First, thanks for the advice and support. Indeed, it felt less alone. The day after I blogged, John called. He finally spoke to Megan, but negatively. Megan initially denied her speech and threats to us when John questioned. She broke down and confessed when John persisted. Megan doubts her familial role. Olivia and Ethan arrived later, so she assumed they would always be second-class grandchildren. She also said her ex-husband's uneven child support impacted her financially. John introduced Megan to us, so this was nostalgic. She spoke confidently about her kindergarten teaching and single parenting. Her independence and strength impressed us. I sympathized with her financial problems and despised her approach. John was mad. Megan for lying and threats to keep Emma and Jacob away. He said she couldn't choose his kids' grandparents. He also cautioned her that separating us from the kids again might jeopardize their marriage. I remembered our conversation with John after Lisa died when he told us this. Since his job kept him away, he worried about becoming a single dad. We promised to constantly support him and the kids. We're seeing unexpected tests of promise. John said Megan apologized and promised not to do it again, but he doesn't believe her yet. He suggested couples counseling to address these issues. This recalled John and Lisa's early marriage troubles. They profited from counseling. John and Megan should benefit too. In the meanwhile, John guarantees Emma and Jacob unlimited access. All 4 kids are coming over this weekend for family time. Very excited. I would be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive about the outcome. John's help is appreciated, but I'm worried about the long-term implications. We no longer trust Megan, and I'm scared it may hurt our relationship with Olivia and Ethan. Children shouldn't feel less loved or valued because they're innocent. Lisa recalled this situation. I wonder how she would handle it if she were here. Lisa was always good at uniting people and making concessions when things became tough. I miss her wisdom and kindness. So my wife and I are contemplating future actions. We're considering education contributions for all 4 grandchildren to show our care without impacting our estate plans. Lisa was touched by our birth gesture for Emma and Jacob. We want to offer Megan an olive branch while staying firm. After things calm down, John and Megan may meet with us to discuss expectations and boundaries. Communication matters more than ever. We realized we need to modify our will. The current one is several years old and doesn't reflect family changes. Meeting with our lawyer next week starts that process. Not excited. We know it's vital despite the bad feelings and decisions. I'm still processing and don't know how our family will alter. Anyway, I'm pleased Emma and Jacob will visit this weekend. The mending process may begin with family time. This update is being written while I gaze at old family photos on the mantel. These photos show John and Lisa smiling on their wedding day. Nearby is a photo of John, Megan, and all 4 kids in a park. I want everyone in those images to feel happy and serene. I hope we can. My second report will cover the past month. Indeed, things have been complex. John planned to bring all 4 kids on the weekend after my last post. After some anxiety, the kids seemed uninterested by parental strife and enjoyed playing. Emma and Jacob were great to see, and Olivia and Ethan showed us how much we cared despite their mother's problems. As we watched the kids play in the backyard, Emma reminded me of Lisa. Her hearty laugh, same bright smile. Lisa's family reunion sprang to mind. Constant laughter and pleasure. Despite our family's upheavals and hardships, I believed we might regain that enthusiasm. Megan didn't attend that day. John said she was giving us space, but I think she was embarrassed to face us. We didn't argue. We liked seeing the youngsters. Her absence was obvious, so I worried what to do. Our planned family meeting was a week later. To clarify the air, John, Megan, and Linda sat down. Since we've had many family discussions in the living room, we held the meeting there. It felt fitting to use our family legacy to get through this challenging time. Quite challenging and passionate conversation. Megan apologized, saying her anxiety and money issues caused her behavior. She regretted, stating she never meant to keep the kids from us. Her eyes showed discomfort and nervousness as she spoke. After making a tragic mistake, our daughter Sarah came to us as a teenager. We were angry yet understood her fear and regret. We informed Megan her actions hurt us and eroded our trust. Linda, usually more subdued, vocalized her sadness about losing Emma and Jacob. She claimed we supported them through their mother's passing and that being excluded was terrible. We addressed inheritance. We discussed Megan's concerns and our intentions. Ultimately, we compromised. As planned, we'll fund all 4 grandchildren's education. Our will covers Olivia and Ethan's care if John dies. Megan liked the arrangement, but not the equal divide. John was quiet during this part, but he reminded Megan to address Olivia and Ethan's bequest with her ex-husband's family. His face betrayed strain while speaking. Like Lisa's illness, he struggled with duties and concerns. Future rules were also established. We stressed open, honest problem solving without threats or manipulation. We emphasized love for all 4 grandchildren. Everything doesn't have to be equal. Despite the difficulty, I felt we were finally conversing honestly. Since that meeting, things are better but not perfect. Megan invites Olivia and Ethan over when Emma and Jacob visit to be more inclusive. Although appreciated, the gesture can appear forced. Lisa's ease comes to mind. Then I know comparison is unfair. We need time to adjust to this new setup, since every household differs. John and Megan started couples therapy. Though their communication is improving, John still doesn't trust Megan after what happened. He wants their marriage to benefit the kids. I understand his struggle. It remembers his and Lisa's early marriage troubles. They survived. I hope John and Megan do too. Moving forward, we've enjoyed visiting all the grandkids and are striving to get closer to Olivia and Ethan. Not always simple. Friction continues despite our best efforts. We took all 4 kids to the local science museum last weekend. They were amazed by the exhibits, reminding me why we're battling to keep this family together. We updated our will with our lawyer. I know it will force us to have difficult conversations, but consider it vital. I considered our history as we assessed our assets and possibilities. Beyond money and stuff, teaching our grandchildren values is our goal. This brings Linda and me closer. Our late-night chats have focused on family, hopes, and anxieties. I remember our early marriage, when we dreamed about our future. Our dreams now are about our kids and grandkids, but our relationship and purpose are stronger than ever. How this will influence our family long-term is unknown. I wonder if we'll go on. Broken trust is hard to repair. I watch Megan too much. I see her show John true affection, compassion, or gently helping Jacob with homework. Reminds me of human complexity. Everybody makes mistakes and deserves a second chance. Emma called us suddenly last night. She wanted to discuss school and her book. Listening to her passionate discourse made me grateful. We have excellent relationships with our grandchildren, despite the turmoil and uncertainties. We're taking it day by day to be with our grandchildren. We aim to create inclusive family traditions. Next month, the whole family will camp. John and Sarah were kids when we did it. It should help everyone bond and make memories. Our garden is where I'm writing this at sunset. The old oak tree holds John's boyhood tire swing. Oliva and Ethan and Emma and Jacob play there when they come. Change and continuity coexist. Our family always rallied after hardships. Same expected this time. The future of our family is unknown. Many worries and hurts persist. But I know we'll handle whatever comes next with love and patience. Family is about it. Mount.